Hey my friends, if you want to know how to make a hit remix in 2023 that goes globally viral, you are at the right place. Because in this video I show you how it's done. At first you have to take a song you want to remix. So I take the track and put it into my Florida studio, then I set the tempo to the tempo of the original track at first. In this case it is 135 BPM. Now I have to put the track onto the grid and chop out the parts I want to use. That's it. Now I record this part and render it into a new sample. And this sample I will flip now. And now I change the BPM again. I set it to the tempo I want to have my remix in. I want to have it in 125 BPM. I put the sample onto the grid by adjusting the time knob right here till it fits perfectly. Now the sample sounds lower in key.
He will mislead all his followers.
I like that, but I want it to play even lower, so I adjust the pitch knob right here.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers.
That's perfect. It's good to take out low frequencies to make room for the kick and bass that will be added later. For the intro part of the song I take a Reese Bass. The Oregon presets works always fine. And I already have a bass line in my mind.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process, mind the spirit.
Now I need to add an impact sample to give it more texture in the beginning.
I won't doubt it,
And maybe a hi-hat for some rhythm.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers.
Yes, a little creepy lead melody could also work for this kind of track. I adjust the lead a bit to make it perfect. I add chorus. And take out harsh highs. I select mono legato to give this lead a nice slide effect. Now to make the track smooth it is always good to add little swooshes like this. And I think I need to add a drone sample to give it more background texture. And an ambient shot to smoothen out the transitions even more. And I add a bass stabs for some more background texture. Now I give it a quick arrangement. Just like this. And for the build-up I just drag in some build-up samples. I cut out these parts just before the drop to give the drum fill more space that I will add in a few seconds. But before that we need one more build-up sample. I think this one fits perfectly. Now comes the drum fill. That's perfect. Now I throw in a riser and the build-up is done. Now we are coming for the most important thing of the track. We are making the bass line that will really slap.
No, I'd give it back. No. Larry, what? Larry, you can't just...
As you can see here in my Slap House sample pack I have hundreds of amazing bass presets right here. But for this example I want to show you that you don't really need plugins like Serum. Because you can take bass shot samples and they will work perfectly for this kind of remixes I promise you. I think this one's perfect. But make sure to put it into stretch mode. And I already have a bass line in my mind. I give it some kickstart to make it bouncy and give the kick more room. Now I clone this bass line, but I put it one octave up. With this technique you add more harmonics to your bass line, but mix it nicely together. At this point it needs a strong kick sample. Nice. And for the drop, make sure to sidechain your sample. That way your track is way more bouncy and clean. I make this automation so the sidechain is enabled only in the drop section. And guys, if you are also want to make crazy remixes like this, you need to check out my Slapped House Essentials sample pack. It has more than 1000 high quality samples and presets that are just perfect for amazing EDM remixes like this. To study such remixes in depth, I also put in 5 professional project files into it where you can dive deep into the making of these tracks. First link in the description. Now we need to add a clap. Wow, that slaps already, but let's add some hi-hats also. I put the lead melody also in the drop and I sidechain it. My friends, we are now ready with the entire remix. I paste the whole thing over here to make it complete, and as fast as this we are on the finish line. I remind you again to check out my sample pack. I used everything out of this pack for this remix and I'm sure it will help you make such remixes because you have everything you need in there. It's just a few clicks away. But now, let me show you how I mastered it real quick. I just took the Ozone 9 elements and used the Master Assistant tool. He analyzed my track and makes his work. I just mess around with the threshold till I think it really slaps and that's it. And now my lovely friends, let's listen to the final result and check if the remix is cool. Let's go.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process, mind and spirit. Feel like I'm floating in my prime time. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. It's life, for times, for life. He always trying his best. Top of the pole, me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gon' be BMF. This shit sound hard, the one made ease. You can't live twice, thank God I'm breathing. We gotta go now. One life, live it right now. One life, live it, yeah. It's life, for times, for life, for life.
Guys, thanks for watching. I love you.